Deac's gone down about 8 times. Deac's like that. Let me rest. Let me rest. Ixnamot. What we got here? Level 77 player. Currently 4 key in Ultra Nightmare daily. Nothing is speed tuned, just throwing champs together. Would like something that is a consistent 3 key or a 2 key. So this is kind of pretty common now when people are like, I need help. Generally, people are kind of scrape their way to Ultra Nightmare and they want to do better, or they're getting comfortable with Nightmare and they want to make that next move up. So let's have a look around. What we got going on? We've got a bit of a great haul. Gold 3. We've got some stats coming on here. Yeah, we can't be too sad about that. You've been playing since March 2021. Okay, so you're coming up for a year-ish. What's that, like 10 months or something? Oh, a little 2 Hanorach sitting in here. Nice. Lots of strong Void legendaries. Got a Ninja Clan Boss God. We've got a Kyuku. I've not really used her a lot, but she's one of my most wanted champions in the game. It's like Seeker on drugs. This feels like such a good champion. Would you use Geo or Ninja? Maybe both, but either or, I think, honestly. So it feels like the way that this account is going to get to, I don't think we've got an unkillable team going on. Let me just check that. Which is easy. Like, unkillable is always going to be the easiest way to get yourself up to that 2 key realm. Yeah. I wonder what to do here. I feel like we need to go on a 2-for-1 speed. That's a given. We need to be on a 2-for-1 to get the damage away without an unkillable. And we need a consistent ally protection running in the mix. We need the right defense levels. That might be something which we struggle with the champions I'm looking at here. That kind of consistent increased defense, which means I'd have to build more defense into their kit. I've actually got 2 good ally protection champs here. 3 if you count Skull Crusher as well. I know I was thinking Godseeker, but Godseeker's not extending any speeds there, is it? Is she? Oh, 2 Hanorach does have that. Yeah, so I always forget about this. So she's got the increased defense and increased speed. Her plus Godseeker could give us, her Godseeker and Deac gives us our 2-for-1, doesn't it? So this is, yeah, so it gives us the debuff cleanse, increased defense, increased speed. If I use Godseeker to extend that further, that gives me my endless buff. I like the idea of that. So I like the idea of these 2 creating my speed link. I think Kyuku for my ally protect. If I could get them to a speed where I've always got ally protect up with this ability, where's my decreased attack coming from then? So I've got a decreased attack here on a 3 turn. So I want a 2-for-1. Basically want the extender. I think this basically, don't I? I think it's the equivalent of this. We are running 267 Deac, 214 to Hanorach, 265 to Raddy. Let me just check that's what I've actually got. 214 to Hanorach, 241, 214. Yes, yes, yes. Geo is 237. Now that I've put the right speeds in, it actually works. Good stuff. Taragi was what? Let's make sure I got this right. 265. Yeah, yeah. Deac, 267. So that's all right. I can delay her by 5. So if I delay her by 5, what are we saying? We're saying she needs to be the one who takes the stun, or Geo. Her or Geo is fine. Anyone else is a mess. Let's just make sure I've got all of those different sets and stuff in. What we got here? 4 perception on Deac. All of this stuff. Adding all of this stuff in is tedious, but it just saves you so many runs of errors. So many runs. So right now what I'm doing is I'm telling it how many people have got Law of Steel, how many people have got different speed sets, perception sets. If you don't put all this stuff in, I guarantee it will be the reason that you fail. It will 100% be the reason. And you'll be like, on all these Discords saying, it just doesn't work. This one you've told me about doesn't work. And you know what? It does work. It just didn't do it right. It still sinks in. I've put all of that stuff in. At least this way we get a better chance to land our leech as well, which I like. But he's still at 4.1k defense. I think that's okay. All right, we're trying it. We're going for it. Literally, like, what, 2.5 hours in the making. The Deac as the lead. The person who I want to take the stun, I'm going to put in position 2, which is Geo. And hopefully this works. The second person that I wouldn't mind taking the stun is Godseeker. The last person I would want is him, and then her. That's it. The affinity is, yeah, it's bad for Deac. Is there anything I can do about this? Does he take the stun anyway? I think he's going to take the stun anyway, isn't he? Even with Steadfast. I'll tell you what. Let's run it as we had it. That's what the bet's about. Does it work? I think he just takes the stun though. So let's do this. A2. A1. A1. A3. A3. Pretty good damage from Tahanarak there. 1. Okay, so Deac has taken the stun. Can we now get it back? So if Deac's taken the stun, he's going to miss that, which delays him. So if I can get to Tahanarak to delay her increased speed buff one more, I wonder if I get it back. What if I still got a chance of pulling this back? I think I'm just out of tune. I think every other affinity, I think it just straight works for, by the way. Every other affinity, it straight works. Is this working? I think we might even be working, but Deac's still taking the stun. And he's gone first. I need to wait until turn 9 kicks in and see what happens there. Yeah, I think it's broken, but turn 9, if it sinks in turn 9, then we're good. We'll see. I think every time I try and get it back on tune, it breaks in the same way. Deac ends up going before Tahanarak. We're still getting the stun here. He's still going first. Turn 4, it cut in after Deac. Does it ever just fix itself? Sometimes these do, weirdly. Because we still had the increased speed up the whole run. At what point does Tahanarak... See, Tahanarak's got to be getting in front of Deac. After stun hit. After every turn, actually. She should be at the front of the queue, not the back. So she's still going right at the end, look. It's annoying because actually I wonder what this would do on any other affinity. It's not the calc. Basically, it's not the calc didn't work. The calcs worked fine. What's not... The problem is that we've got the wrong affinity for Deacon, and Deacon cannot be the person who's taking stuns. So any other affinity apart from Magic, and we're good. But Magic affinity, I basically would need someone else in Geo's spot that's also Spirit affinity. And obviously Geo is quite a lot of our damage here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to let this run through and just see what sort of damage level we get to anyway. It is a no. Did it work first? Will it fall into tune? The outcome is no. Everyone wins there. Do we get to... So this is the worst possible case scenario for this team. It's not falling into tune because of affinity. Do we still get to 3 key damage, even with it being the worst possible case? It's not even close to a good case scenario here. It's like by far the worst case. This would be a testament to how strong the team could be, I think. It shows how strong this team is, honestly, that even though it's out of tune, we're doing a lot of damage. I think this is possibly a 35-40 million team against any other clan boss. Revive on death from Godseeker because we're less than 50 turns, I mean. Such a nice combo team, this. I like it. It's the first time I've used Tahanarak in a clan boss team as well, by the way. She's done a good chunk of damage here. I think Deac's dead. Might get a revive on him, though. He is. Deac's just going down every 5 seconds, though. It's actually... We're closing in on 2 key damage right now. Let's pop it back up. Godseeker's so damn good. Getting people back in the game. Closing in on 2 key damage with a ludicrously bad setup here. Like, this is pretty impressive. There it is. 2 key damage. 2 key damage. Because we got the right... I mean, it was what was that? 2.5 hours worth of team building there. We got the right components of team to make it work. That's what it is. Even with the speed tune not falling in line, we've still got the right components in play. And if this was running on a proper 2-for-1, without the stuns and stuff, add at least another 5-6 million at least on top of whatever we do here. Deac's gone down about 8 times. Deac's like that. Let me rest. Let me rest. Please. Don't kill me again. I've had enough. 40 million. It's way more than I was expecting, considering the setup didn't work. There we go. We've lost our reviver. Shame she didn't revive herself, actually, but still. Deacon's just bait, yeah. Geo's like that. Come at me again. 42.6 mil. Geo, 19 million damage. Geo was nerfed. Geo was nerfed. Come on. Look at him. 8 million damage from Taragi. Throwing out some poisons. Tahanarak, 6.6 million. Godseeker, 6.7 million. Deacon, literally just in there as the bait. But there you go. Ixnamot. You wanted 2 key damage. I'd love, let us know. Next stream, let us know what damage it actually does on other affinities. So I reckon this is like a 50 million team. But either way, it's 2 key on any affinity.